Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be analysing Matic, which is Polygon. We'll have a look at some of the key levels against the Tether pair and also have a look at the Satoshi pair too, and have a look at some areas that we could target as buy-ins and then some take profit regions, maybe even a bit of a price prediction thrown in there. But first up, if you're not already, then smash that like button and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. So we will start off with the Bitcoin market dominance chart, which is continuing to fall. This is a weekly time frame, currently at 45%, and I think what's driving that down is currently the Ethereum, well, both the Tether and the BTC pair. The absolute USDT pair is flying. I mean, look at, we are currently at $4,131. Went to sleep last night and we were about 3,900, so things are really starting to move quick. And that Ethereum BTC is still driving up. If we just have a bit of a zoom right out there, and you can see how much growth potential we've got left. So this is the all-time highs of Ethereum versus BTC. So we've been up to 1.5 BTC. Currently, if we look at that in terms of a price raise from, not that one, this one here. If we look at that in terms of price raise, we've still got 123% to make up before we even get close to the all-time high of Satoshis for Ethereum. So in general, I think this is now the time for the Ethereum show, and it is outperforming Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin is on the move as well, I think that's looking quite good, pushing back up towards 60k. I mean, who knows, we could get a bit of a relinquishment on the BTC dominance. We might get a bit of a spike up and try and reclaim some of these levels, and for that to do that, BTC will need to move. So BTC could, if that goes on a big push, I don't know, up to 70, 80k, we might target back up above 50% region within around this area before ultimately we do start to die off again. But in general, the markets are looking good for altcoins. Even BTC, I think we did drop down to, let's just get rid of some of this. I'll look at a daily time frame. Yeah, we did drop down to 46k, and then we bounced back up quite well. So yeah, BT's not looking too bad, but I'm just wanting BTC to range within this area, and yeah, let altcoins fly. So what we're going to do now is look at Matic in both the Tether pair and the BTC pairing. So this is Matic versus Tether. This is a daily time frame, and as you can see, very recently, I mean towards the end of last month, we had that massive spike up. We did hit 94 cents. We had a bit of a retracement in general because the market did retrace, and we've popped back up and rejected off that $1.05 mark. So we'll mark it up as the all-time highs. There we go. So that is the next area to target. But in terms of buying opportunities, we need to put a little bit of a bearish scenario on this. And I just want to drop down to 4-hour time frame, and we'll analyse this latest move here. So we'll say this is a bottom and this is a top move. As you can see, we've already started to roll over a little bit. If you expand that, you can see we've started to take some risks to the downside. So if you look at a fib retracement from the bottom of the move here up to the top, this will give us some key levels to identify for buying opportunities. So usually if I'm looking to invest in a project that's done quite a significant move to the north, I always target that 382 level. It looks like we have wicked through it, come back up and failed to close below that, so that does show that is a strong level of support around 92 cents. So I would be placing orders there if I'm looking to buy in anywhere orders from 93 cents, and I would even go down to that golden ratio at 85 cents. So if you're looking for buy-ins, I would ladder a few orders within that range from 93 cents all the way down to 85, and I think you could potentially pick one or two orders up in there. Laddering down, I mean, if you're looking to put, for example, $100 in, break it down into thirds and just drop them at lower. If you pick only one of them up, then you still manage to get some. If you pick all three up, then you're going to get an average cost within around that 50% retracement level at around 89 cents. So there's some good buy zones. I mean, if you were putting a majorly bearish scenario on this, because we do know that markets can turn at any time, I mean, you could go from this level here as a bottom. We did hit those highs, retrace, hit those highs again and retrace, so you could come down to this level 82 cents, a little bit low, but not much difference there. I think in general we should bounce pretty much soon from within around this area. Just putting that back on, but we'll put it back on the opposite way, and this will give us some targets. So if we look at this entire move and then look to the upside, we can have a look at some price targets for take profit regions. So we have $1.15, and $1.28. What we'll do is when we get to this level here at $1.28, what we'll do is I'll do some further price analysis. So I'll just mark that as a dotted line. When we do hit 128, give me a shout at my Telegram group. That link's in a pinned comment in the description, and I will do some further price analysis on Matic. I mean, if you're looking for some price predictions, you can even go up to this 239 level, and who knows? I mean, have we got a $5 Matic in there at some point over this bull season? The potential is always there. It's not a million miles away, but let's just keep his feet to the ground and target some of these lower levels first, and then when we do get to 128, I'll jump into some further price analysis and I'll have a look from there. But looking at these levels look quite tasty. 165 and 239. Let me just get rid of that. 272. Don't need that level. There you go. So yeah, there's some key levels for you to aim at going forward. So that is the tether pair covered. Some buying opportunities and some take profit regions. If you're just looking at a MACD here, we was overbought when we did hit those all-time highs, and you would expect it to come down a bit. But to be honest, when we're in price discovery, you want this RSI to stay above the red line at 70% and just keep creating new all-time highs and staying within that overbought region. Looking at MACD, I mean, it looks like we're coming to end of that bullish phase, so we may potentially drop down, and this will give us some order fills down at that 618 level towards the bottom of this range where I mentioned. So in all, slightly bearish on the lower time frames, but long term, very bullish, and all you have to do in these types of bull seasons is buy in and hold. So that's that pair covered. Let's just have a look at the BTC pairing. I've already got this saved somewhere. There she is. We'll just drop right back to the daily time frame first. In fact, let's have a look at a weekly. Have we created new all-time highs? Yeah, so that's his all-time high level. I'm not too sure what's going on with his level, so get rid of him. Absolute monster weekly candle we've had there. It's been doing very, very well. So drop into a daily. Looks pretty much same scenario as a tether pair. As we are creating new all-time highs in tether pair, the BTC pair is following it up. The all-time high is, I'm guessing, that level there at 1850. And we'll just change that to a nice solid line. So that's the next major target to go for, but again, we'll put that bearish scenario on. I'll have a look at some potential buy-ins. As you can see, we've rolled over a little bit more on the BTC pair, and that's because BTC itself is pushing up. So let's just look for some buy zones. We've actually wicked down to that 50% level at 1,556. I think you could fill some orders down at that golden ratio at 1,486. I think that's a good level to target. We do have a potential BTC breakout on the Luma. I mean, if we push above 60k, all-time height isn't too far away. So, I mean, who knows? You might even get some orders filled back within this trading area around 1,300 satoshis. So that's your buy-ins covered. If you're looking at take profits, 2,000 sats, I think, is going to be the first major hurdle. And then what I will do, if we get to this level here, 2220, what I will do is jump in some further price analysis. So if we get to that level, or 128 in tether pair, I'll jump in some further price analysis and identify a few more key levels. So that is both pairs covered and some general market sentiment news. If you do have any questions regards to anything I've covered or any projects you'd like me to check out, then jump into my Telegram group, which is a Crypto Troops. If you're not already, then please subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and I'll catch you next time.